All right, guys, look who I have with me today at the Level Up in Life, Level Up in Business podcast. And today I'm doing a Level Up in Health series. So I had to ask my girl, Jaz McNew, to come through. Round of applause. Thank you for doing this.
Of course. I'm happy to be here.
Dude. For one, I have to give you just a really quick background. Jaz and I do these hot girl walks once in a million years because we're both so busy and can never get to the actual meeting point. But when we do, it is we do it, okay? And we're walking for hours, having the most amazing talks, and just, the friendship has grown, and, it's really inspired me, I gotta tell you, to do these series Level Up in Health, because it's so important, and you live a life of just health and wellness, and I am just here for it.
We're infused, all things health and wellness. That is me, that's my brand.
Yes, so for those of you who don't know, Jaz owns two companies. She has Renew Hair Co., right? Because look at these luscious curls. I mean, just give them to me right now. And then Renew Life Coaching, you guys, which is something that her and I vibe just on a whole nother level on, because it's so important in health. So, but before we get into those businesses, really quickly, we are going to do a little concoction here. So because she owns her hair company, that means she comes up with all the formulas for her products, and she is going to give us the recipe for one of her famous hair masks that's going to give our hair these luscious curls, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited to dive into it. I've seen you do this on your Instagram.
Absolutely, a little DIY in the kitchen. You don't need a lab, you don't need a manufacturer. This is a hydrate and repair hair mask that you can make at home.
Y'all heard that, right? You heard that, right? Okay, so that means we're going to be able to just do this, right? So someone like me, someone like you should be able to really execute these tasks for your self-care days at home. So, I mean, what do we have here? What are the ingredients?
Yes, so we have some honey, we have aloe vera, and there's a trick to using natural aloe vera. So I'm gonna tell you guys about that as well. We have a ripe avocado, we have your favorite essential oils. Normally I'll do a lavender and a rosemary. You can just do a lavender, whatever is infused or best for your soul. I feel like everybody resonates to scents differently, so it's up to you what you wanna use. And then this is the aloe vera gel.
Okay.
So these are the key.
And does it matter what kind of honey we're using, or it's just?
I would say raw organic is the best.
Okay.
I brought a backup if we need it, and then you can use olive oil or avocado oil, and this is good for moisture. This is this is avocado oil, and then this is just a regular avocado, and this has nutrients, vitamins, as well as nourishment, and natural fatty acids too, so that helps moisturize your hair. Avocado or aloe vera, this is good for hydration and repairing your strands as well, and this is hydration as well. This is honey.
Okay, so take us back to what got you into learning about hair care and just doing your own at-home remedies for your hair.
Yes, it was a journey. My hair was damaged. It
really?
Was fried. It was relaxed in high school to get that super stringy straight hair.
Yes.
And then I went down a bleach blonde avenue, so I was bleaching my hair, and it was frying my hair.
I was ash blonde. Oh
yeah,
my God.
All bad, all bad. And honestly, just throughout that whole process, I never had anybody to walk me through the steps of how to take care of my hair. Tell me, no, do these things. This is how you're gonna repair your hair. And that's how Rehair started.
Okay.
You're repairing your hair. And essentially, these are all the things that I did before I started my hair care business. Was at home during the pandemic, and I was experimenting with all of these natural ingredients, and that's kind of how I formulated Rehair. And I kind of figured out what products really work for hydration, restoring damaged hair, dry, brittle hair.
And this is for all hair types, or is it just for the curly girls?
I would say more ethnic curly girl hair. I have actually more high porosity hair, so I would say that's aimed for the hair products.
Okay.
But at the same time, if it works for you, great. But I would say some of these things are more hydration prone. So if you already have oily, hydrated hair, then it's probably gonna weigh your hair down.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm here for a good hydration. And it just looks like, these products are really simple. Like this is from Trader Joe's. You have your essential oils. So I am ready to get into it. But
let's do it.
are you going to be able to answer these business questions while
Absolutely.
we're... Okay,
Let's get into it.
If you cannot follow along with us, we are going to drop all the ingredients and her recipe below. Are you going to share it with us?
Yes,
share
absolutely.
Every step by step, so you guys will be able to get that. So if she's just kind of like moving through, it's because she knows what she's doing. All right. So I'm just going to sit here and look pretty and just talk to her
as we whip it up in the lab.
Yes. If you need I can be your sous chef if you need me to be. But you know, I'm really here to just get into this brain of yours.
Let's get into it.
Okay, cool. So Renew Life Coaching.
Yes.
Tell us about that and what was the like inspiration behind that company?
So Renew Life Coaching came from wanting to be of service to others.
Okay.
So I came from Indiana, Bloomington, Indiana. So there wasn't a lot of resources. I need a spoon.
You need a spoon. Okay.
Okay.
Let's improvise here. Let me see.
So Bloomington, Indiana, there wasn't a lot of resources as far as kind of like having that successful big sister available to me. So I realized, okay.
You guys, this is not my kitchen. We're at Influence Studios downtown. So you guys, I'm just trying to go ahead. We're gonna get with it. Go ahead.
So due to me being from Bloomington, Indiana, I didn't have a lot of resources and really just a lot of things that were going to navigate me in life with my mindset as far as finances, relationships, how to take care of my body, all of the things. And I wanted to be of service to help people kind of like my upbringing, more have a foundation as far as how to go about life and kind of have support and structure. And that's where Renew Life Coaching came about, because I wanted to help the people that were brought up similar to me.
Awesome. That's very interesting. You know, I just really got on the whole, mental health bandwagon. At first, I just thought it was just like a way for people to just, kind of avoid certain things. Honestly, I was that girl because I've just been like, go forever. But just after having the kids and just like really going through a couple of postpartum dips, it just really was like, oh my God, like your mental needs to be 100% for you to fully function and show up as your best self.
Yes.
So you're basically servicing clients with what type of traumas though?
No trauma.
No trauma.
So the difference between therapy and life coaching, therapy is past. So it's trauma based. It might be anxiety, it might be depression. Life coaching is present moving forward. So we focus on the now and to the present. So or to the future. So whether it's you want to set more goals for yourself or change your mental well-being as far as having more motivation, what drives you to get out of bed, what makes you happy, what your purpose is in life, so that you can go forward in life with more motivation, because some people don't really have that why to get out of bed. And that's what we seek, is the why and the motivation, what makes you happy, what's your drive in life.
Okay, so walk me through that process. I'm coming to you, I have a little bit of postpartum. What does it look like on an onboarding call with you? Like, how does that process? Because for some people it's kind of intimidating, like we don't really know, like, oh my God, like, is this for me? So how gentle is the process?
It's actually really gentle. It just takes time for somebody to be vulnerable and open up. So it's kind of like you're building trust and rapport with essentially me as well as the client, because it's same as like therapy. You have to feel comfortable opening up and being vulnerable with a stranger. So essentially what we would do is figure out what is the area of your life that you really want to work on. On a discovery call, you say postpartum. So we're going to really dive deep as far as, what are the motives behind the postpartum? What is the emotion behind it? And really dive into that and how we can get over it, whether it's getting up and moving your body more, doing some more journaling to kind of alter your mindset, whether it's just those thoughts are really deep into your mind that you just need to put on pen and paper and get them out of your head. Because a lot of people are just stuck in their head and their minds.
And it's developing those techniques to kind of help with those blocks.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I recently saw that you did a 30-day challenge. How was that for the business?
Really good.
Really?
I feel like, I am a new business owner as far as within life coaching, and people love to see consistency. I feel like consistency within your brand is so important because it builds that credibility with your clients. And honestly, I got so many clients from it.
I mean, she's taking the words right out of my mouth here, people.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well, you get it.
I totally get it.
You're the professional. So I'm just trying to take notes from you.
It's really good that you're like really informed on how to level up that business aspect. I think it's very important when you're committed to a cause and you do develop that know, like, and trust with your clients. So I'm really happy that worked out for you. And you guys, if you guys don't know, she just did a 30-day challenge on Renew Health Coaching, her page, and which you guys need to go follow. I'll link all those in the show notes. But it was interesting. I mean, I was opening up my Instagram and it was so inspiring. Every day she was doing a different movement, a different journal entry, just giving us tips, like just getting us like mind shift tips. And I think initially when you think of like life coaching, you think like, oh my God, like I thought there's something wrong with me. I don't, like I don't even know where to start with this. But it was very like gentle. Yeah, or maybe that's just your approach. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe that's just how you do things. But your whole aura is very gentle and calming and just like waves at the beach to me. So
hello, we are gentle over here. No aggressiveness, none of that.
Yeah.
Update on this mask too. We have 1 avocado, 1 tablespoon of honey, and I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of aloe vera gel. And this is the key secret to aloe vera, the plant. The end part that you buy at the store is poisonous. So you wanna soak that in water, and then whenever you're cutting the sections, cut off the points because those are poisonous as well.
So why are they selling it to us if it's poisonous?
Because that's its defense mechanism. That's what keeps people from not touching it. So if you do use it, it makes your scalp, your skin super itchy. So you're gonna wanna soak this in water before that you put this on your skin or
How long are we soaking it for?
30 minutes.
Okay. And is it warm water, room temperature?
Room temperature.
Okay.
So this is
And you've squeezed this out of this plant already?
Yep, I did last night.
Oh, wow,
yeah,
the prep.
She's a runny girl.
Oh, okay, I get it. That kind of gives you some type of consistency too with the mask.
All hydration.
I'm here for it.
There we go.
So what happens if you were to just put more?
Honestly, it would probably not do anything horrible to you.
Oh, okay.
More hydration, the better.
I'll stir this for you. Is that okay? Oh my God, you guys, it's giving me like
once a week.
It's giving me a real consistency here. Like,
yes,
I'm here for it. It's a little clogged right there, but wow, it smells really good too, honestly.
Very refreshing.
Yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and let you finish. Pass that on over to you. Okay, so in terms of as like entrepreneurial endeavors, so for you, like you said, I'm a new business owner. You started everything from scratch. You're just really, really high in on consistency and creating that know, like, and trust with your customer. How are you doing mentally as a business owner? Like, how do you overcome, hiccups in business?
Right, so I always really overcome hiccups by just taking a moment to myself, whether if it's like all day I've worked all day long, whether it's coming home and just not having time for myself. I always repivot myself with just a walk, moving my body, whether it's eating a nutritious meal or juicing, just kind of repivoting myself.
Taking it back to the center.
Yeah, because I have to coach myself before I can coach anybody else.
You know what? It's so crazy. I was listening to a podcast this morning because you guys just know how I love podcasts. And the lady was interviewing this multi-million entrepreneurial guy, and she was saying, what advice would you give business owners that are experiencing hiccups in business and they want to overcome it, and it's something universal that will apply to all business? And do you know what he said?
What?
He said, I advise any entrepreneur that is experiencing any type of business hiccup is to take a step back and focus on yourself. He said, are you drinking enough water?
Yep.
He said, are you getting enough sleep? He said, because the business part will figure itself out, but you actually being there, running the business, functioning behind the business, like you're just at a dead end. So if you're not your best self, back to what you're saying,
how can you pour into anybody else?
How can you pour into anything else, including your business? You know what I mean? So, and you have to show up on socials because a lot of your business is
marketing online.
So how do you what happens if you just wake up and you just don't feel like being on camera, but that's how you make your money? Like, what advice can you give content creators out there? Really? The archives. Repurpose content.
Literally, yes, you got to repurpose it. Or the days that you feel motivated, you have a face on, these are the days that you film at least 5-6 different videos. So those days that you don't feel like being on camera or putting makeup on or being in front of just a crowd, whatever the case is, that's the content that you use.
You know what? I think Jaz needs to open up a course on content creation because these tips are so important. And if you go back a couple of episodes ago on Level Up in Life, you guys will
You're
see.
onto something.
You do, honestly. You guys need to look back at an episode I talked about batching content. I feel like that is so important. I do it all the time. I batch 4 or 5 episodes of the podcast and other content when I'm shooting. And I always advise my clients to do that because it just saves you time and you're focused, you're in the moment. So you're ready to do boom, 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 and you come up with like your content strategy or whatever it is, and you know what you're gonna do. So on those days, or let's just say lives, and you just wanna be with your family or you wanna do something else, the content is already there. And that's where that consistency for your business is, and you're just showing up for yourself. It's a job,
It's a
right?
job, it's a full-time job. Content
Absolutely.
creation, posting, strategizing, speaking with clients, marketing yourself, being presentable.
Absolutely, that's why I go
eating healthy,
Yes.
moving your body. It's like I'm going from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. every single day.
Yeah, and
There's no nap.
Because, oh my God, I could film this, or oh, I can film this, or
my mind is nonstop
it's
going.
nonstop going, absolutely.
And that's where like the to-do list, writing down every single day or just in my notes nonstop, I'm writing down everything that I need to do, ideas. And that also helps me at the end of the day whenever I have all of those same thoughts of like, what do I need to do the next day? I write them in my phone so that way it eases my mind and I can go into the next day with already a to-do list.
Absolutely, and that's why people like myself, brand managers, agents, really go so hard for our clients because we see day in and day out the amount of work, the money on equipment, all that stuff that goes into, you know, building this amazing content and these brands. So, I mean, I amen to that.
Smell it.
Ooh,
What do you think?
oh my God.
Yes.
It smells so good.
So good.
Yes, it does.
And it's all natural. This is literally what people buy off the shelves at home.
And you
or
just scooped,
in a store.
You just scooped honey and
Everything.
just dipped it in there.
Honey, a little avocado, or you can do olive oil, 1 tablespoon of aloe vera gel, and avocado.
Oh my God, I love the way it smells. It smells so good.
I added rosemary oil as well as peppermint.
And
So
rosemary is
peppermint-
so good for your hair.
So good.
So
Stimulates
good.
your scalp, and then peppermint, it just puts this like cooling effect on your scalp too.
Yeah. Okay, so how long will this last? Is it just like a mask you gotta do right now?
Yeah.
So I can't like jar this up and take it home and then try to use it?
You could today, but I wouldn't let it rest any longer than a day. Because then, you know, avocado oxidizes, so it'll start getting brown and losing its nutrients.
So how do you as a business owner package this up and sell it to people?
No, that's the part. This is at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So you definitely want to be following Jasmine then, so she can give you those quick at-home remedies on how to, you know, just level up your health and just like your skin and just like your hair and just like
your
everything.
life.
Yes.
I'm gonna level up your life.
Yes.
I am that healthy bestie that is always gonna be on you, hold you accountable to make sure that you are being your best, healthiest, optimal self.
And I love it that like you actually practice what you preach. Like you're like putting the mask on. You're like trying everything, like with trial and error in the kitchen. Yes. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. So my last question is, I mean, I know we just spoke through all the things on like things that you practice, but what is really like, like if you can give our audience like 3 takeaways on how they can level up in health and level up in business, what would you give them?
I would say your health first comes down to what you eat. What you eat is so important. We are cells, and what you put into your cells is how you're gonna feel. So if you're feeding yourself processed foods, you're gonna feel awful because that's not natural. It's artificial foods. So nutrition is so important, as well as your mind. You are how you think. So if you're thinking negative things all day, you're gonna have a negative outcome with your day or your life. So I like to call it being delusional. Every single day I am in Delulu land as far as like my life is perfect, everything is
Yeah, because your
obtainable.
mindset is everything. I say that all the time. Mindset is everything.
And I would say, secondly, just making time for yourself, kind of going back to what we were talking about, being able to practice what you preach. So if I'm telling these people to wake up early, meditate, practice gratitude, great breakfast, moving your body, segueing time throughout your day for your business and things that make you happy, I have to make sure that I'm doing those same things.
So you never eat a piece of cake?
You know, I do. 80-20 rule.
Okay.
Balance.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you know, because, you know, we getting into the holiday season, New Year's, all that fun stuff. I just want to make sure I can have a piece of cake. good.
Absolutely. But the next day, eat you a salad.
Okay.
Some greens, some fiber, some electrolytes in your water.
Hey, I'm on this healthy journey with you, honey. Like, I mean, as much as I'm throwing down at home, you guys, that is just, I mean, we eat healthy, I like to say. No, seriously. Moroccan food is so fattening. It just makes me mad. It makes me mad. But no, and then my daughters, they just like pasta. So now I'm trying to, like, everything has to be a carb for them. But sometimes I will have a different meal than the girls. But okay, 80-20,
balance, that's it. Because I definitely indulge as well, but I just try to keep it as green and protein based as possible. And honestly, this is a little tip too. Eat your greens first. That's gonna make you full, and then that's gonna coat your stomach with fiber. Then go in with protein, and then go in with the carbs.
Okay, oh, that's really good to know. Okay, so what gems are you giving us to level up in business?
So business, I would say having a strategic plan every single day. So like a map out of your day, but also do your week. I feel like any further than that, so much is changing.
Preparation
Is so important. And then doing check-ins too. Check-ins with clients, check-in with your business partners, check-in with anybody that you're doing business with, so that you're always in front of their face, or you're doing check-ins to make sure that everything's handled strategically. And then as well as, let me think of the third one. I would say marketing. Marketing is number one too. Marketing and advertising, because you are only so much that your business is out there as far as visibility. So if your business isn't being visible, how are people going to be able to find you?
Absolutely, and just really from my own personal perspective for content creators, it is really, really important to stay consistent, like Jaz mentioned earlier in the show. And then not only that, to really look at your analytics, like look at, like what your customer, client, audience, whatever, look at their needs and really kind of tailor your content to their needs. Because at the end of the day, that's how you're getting paid, right? By growing those eyes, growing those views, and really paying attention to the analytical part of things is really key. Because if you notice, whenever you get a brand deal, where are they saying, screenshot me over your analytics for X, Y, and Z, you really got to pay attention to that. I mean, I always say, look, you're creating this content, but be smart about it.
Yes.
Know when you're supposed to post it.
Yes.
Know when your client is up looking at their screen. Like, really research your ideal client avatar. Like, it's really important. Know what he or she likes. Know what they're doing. Know what their interests are. And then also, I always say for content creators to like see what else is doing well and either do opposite of that or do that with your own spin on it.
Yes.
I feel like, sometimes we need help. We run out of ideas all the time, and it's okay to go and look for inspiration in other areas, but always stay authentic to your message, your calling, your brand, your business is very, very important. So I think we have to have Jaz back, you guys. We've got to do something for the new year. Maybe, I don't know, something around February or something cool for the girls, right?
New year, and I'm gonna be having a challenge too for the new year.
Oh, cool.
But it's gonna be nutrition and movement and mindset.
Okay,
versus,
I like that.
There was more movement and mindset. This one's gonna be nutrition and mindset.
Oh, I love that. I love this. So you guys can find Jaz where? Where can we find you?
So you can find my hair care page, which is rehair.co, and then my life coaching is renew.lifecoaching.
And your personal?
And my personal is Jaz.McNew.
All right, guys, be sure to like her, subscribe, just really comment, get in there, engage. And also, I recommend signing up for her newsletter. I actually did that myself, and the stuff that's coming through my inbox, I'm just like blown away. So that was another reason why I wanted to have her on.
Thank you.
So thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
This was so fun.
Yeah, this was fun. If I didn't have braids, guys, I would.
Yes, and guys, please try this. It's so good. Honestly, I would try it right now, but I'm gonna do this when I get home. And it smells so good.
Yeah, because you can't let that go to waste.
No, I can't.
All right, guys. So until the next episode, just make sure you're always leveling up in your life, leveling up in business, and now leveling up in health.
Hello.
All right.